In the name of Allah, the most merciful and the most beneficent, may the peace and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be on all of us. Assalamu alaikum students. Now today I will continue the unit number 7, Communication in Chemistry, Symbols, Formulae and Equations. In your previous class you learned about the symbols and the formulae. Now today I will continue the topic valency, variable valency and radicals. So before starting the topic, we must know about the atom and its structure. Now what is atom? Atom is the smallest particle of an element. What is element? Element is a pure substances which is made up of one kind of atom. There are so many examples of atom. For example, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, sodium, calcium, potassium, they all are the example of atom. See the structure of an atom. There are three fundamental particles of an atom. Proton and neutron are exist in the nucleus. Now what is nucleus? Nucleus is the central part of an atom. An electron is exist in the shell or orbit. What is shell or orbit? The space where electrons is revolve is called orbit or shell. For drawing the atomic structure, we must know about atomic number and atomic mass. What is atomic number? The number of proton. And what is atomic mass? The total number of proton and neutron. With the help of example, I will explain you what is mass number, the number of protons and neutrons in atom, and it is represented by capital A. And what is atomic number? The number of protons in atom, and it is represented by Z. Now the carbon, C is the symbol of carbon. 6 is the atomic number of carbon and 12 is the atomic mass of carbon. Right? And here is the atomic numbers and atomic mass. You must learn them because each atom has its own atomic number and atomic mass. You will have to learn atomic number and atomic mass to draw the structure of an atom. Right? Have you got it? Now let's talk about capacity of electrons in shells. What is shells? The space where electron is revolve is called shells. K shell is the first shell and there is a capacity of 2 electrons in this shell. Now second shell is L shell. There is capacity of 8 electrons in this shell. M shell is a third shell. There is capacity of 18 electrons in this shell. The N shell 32 electrons. Right? Now let's talk about valency. The combining capacity of the atoms to form molecules either with same or different elements is defined as valency. Or you can say the ability of an atom of an element to chemically unite with the definite numbers or atoms of other elements is known as valency. For example, sodium has 1 electron in its outermost shell, so the valency of sodium is 1. With the help of a structure, I will explain you. Here you can find the structure of sodium. Atomic number of sodium is 11 and the atomic mass of sodium is 23. Right? The atomic number is 11 and atomic mass is 23. And number of proton is 11. because atomic number and the number of proton are same, right? And number of proton and number of electron are same. That's why the number of electron is 11 and number of neutron is 12. If you minus atomic number from atomic mass, so you will have neutron, right? Now see the structure of sodium. It shows the 11 proton and 12 neutron. Got it? Now you have to mention 11 electron in shells. Now in first shell or K shell, 2 electrons, because there is capacity of 2 electrons in this shell, right? Now the second shell is L shell and there is 8 electrons, because there is capacity of 8 electrons in this shell. Now how many remaining? Only 1 electron. So the third shell has only 1 electron, right? हमें 11 इलेक्ट्रॉन मेंशन करने थे शेल में. फर्स्ट शेल और के शेल में 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मेंशन किए. एल शेल में 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन. टोटल 11 इलेक्ट्रॉन करने थे. लास्ट में एक ही इलेक्ट्रॉन रिमेनिंग था और वो एम शेल में 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन मेंशन कर दिया, राइट? किसी भी एटम का लास्ट शेल वैलेंस शेल कहलाता है या ऑक्टेट शेल कहलाता है. एक एटम को स्टेबल होने के लिए अपना लास्ट शेल कंप्लीट करना होता है. या तो एटम अपना इलेक्ट्रॉन लॉस करते हैं या फिर गेन कर रहे होते हैं. और लास्ट शेल या वैलेंस शेल में 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होने चाहिए, क्योंकि एटम को स्टेबल होने के लिए अपना लास्ट शेल कंप्लीट करना होता है, राइट? तो अब अगर इस सोडियम के पास अगर लास्ट शेल में 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन है तो वो 7 तो गेन नहीं करेगा बल्कि अपना 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन लॉस कर देगा. हैव यू गॉट इट? तो फिर सोडियम की वैलेंसी +1 होगी. जितने नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन एटम लॉस करता है या गेन करता है उतनी ही उस एटम की वैलेंसी होती है. अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन लॉस करेगा तो प्लस के साथ वैलेंसी आती है और अगर गेन करता है तो नेगेटिव के साथ वैलेंसी आती है. ये पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव क्या है? ये आयंस हैं, राइट? तो सोडियम अपना 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन लॉस कर देगा तो सोडियम की जो वैलेंसी होगी वो +1 होगी. सेम एस इसी तरह कुछ एटम्स की वैलेंसी 1 होती है, कुछ एलिमेंट्स की वैलेंसी 2 होती है. सो द elements with valency 1 is called monovalent element, or you can say the elements having a valency of 1 are called monovalent elements. For example, sodium and potassium, right? Now divalent elements having a valency of 2 are called divalent elements. For example, magnesium and calcium. And the trivalent elements having a valency of 3 are called trivalent elements. For example, iron and aluminium. Tetravalent elements having a valency of 4 are called tetravalent elements. For example, carbon and silicon. Have you got it about the valency? The sodium valency is +1 क्योंकि इसने अपना 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन लॉस कर दिया था. जितने नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन लॉस करता है वो उस एटम की वैलेंसी होती है. अगर लॉस कर देगा तो प्लस के साथ उसकी वैलेंसी आती है और अगर गेन करता है तो उसकी वैलेंसी नेगेटिव के साथ आती है. और जितने नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन लॉस करता है उतनी ही उसकी वैलेंसी होती है. एक एटम को स्टेबल होने के लिए अपना वैलेंस शेल उसे कंप्लीट करना होता है. इसी वजह से वो अपना इलेक्ट्रॉन या तो लॉस करते हैं या फिर गेन करते हैं. हैव यू गॉट इट? नाउ वेरिएबल वैलेंसी. व्हाट इज़ वेरिएबल वैलेंसी? एलिमेंट्स which show different valencies are said to have variable valency. For example, iron combines with chlorine to form two compounds, ferrous chloride and ferric chloride. So, iron valencies are 2 or 3. In ferrous chloride, one atom of iron combines with two atoms of chlorine. That's why the valency of iron is 2. In ferric chloride, iron combines with three atoms of chlorine and its valency is 3. Have you got it? Now let's talk about radicals. What is radicals? A radical is a group of atoms or a molecule that has unpaired electrons in outer shell, means last shell, right? What is radical? Radical is a group of atoms or a molecule that has unpaired electrons in outer shell. For example, carbonate radical is represented by CO3 -2 and it contains one atom of carbon and three atoms of oxygen and two negative charges or ions. It combines with calcium to form a compound, calcium carbonate. कुछ मॉलिक्यूल और कंपाउंड में नंबर मेंशन होते हैं, तो वो क्या चीज़ शो कर रही होते हैं? नंबर. फॉर एग्जांपल O2, किसी भी एटम के नीचे कोई भी नंबर मेंशन होगा तो वो क्या चीज़ शो करता है? फॉर एग्जांपल O2 रिप्रेजेंट्स अ मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ ऑक्सीजन and 2O represents two separate atoms of oxygen. Have you got it? और ये जो चार्जेस होते हैं नेगेटिव और पॉजिटिव, ये आयंस होते हैं, राइट? I will summarize the topic so that you can memorize well. Today you learned about the valency, the ability of an atom of an element to chemically unite with a definite number of atoms of other elements is known as valency. And what is variable valencies? Elements which show different valencies are said to have variable valencies. And today you learned about radical. A radical is a group of atoms or a molecule that has unpaired electron in outer shell. Here is the home task. Short question. Question number 7. What is a radical? Name the radicals represented by the following formulae. Question number 10. Name 3 elements which show variable valencies. Long questions. Question number 6. What is the difference between 2O, O2 and O-2 and 2H, H2 and H positive? Question number 9. Define the term valency. Define monovalent, divalent, trivalent and tetravalent elements and also give examples. This is all, and I will continue the chapter in next class. Okay, take care beta. Allah Hafiz.